Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy Bish and I'm independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia, and welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. So normally I do a YouTube live every Thursday at 5. These are going to be pre-recorded for the next couple of weeks, just as I have a little bit of rest and relaxation during the Christmas period with my friends and family. But I hope that you will still enjoy all the pre-recorded videos that I have coming out for you over the next couple of weeks. So I'm looking after you. You're going to be covered for last minute gifts and some Christmas ideas and some new catalogue products as well. So super excited for that one. So tonight's video, I'm actually creating a team gift that I have sent out to all my lovely Inky stampers that are part of my team. These people, all these lovely ladies, have all purchased the Stampin' Up starter kit through me or through my downline, and they're now part of a wonderful little team that we have. So this has actually not happened yet. We are having a Christmas party for our team meeting for December. It will have happened by the time this video comes out, but I'm so excited for it. I've got a few little goodies that I'm going to be sending them, and we're also doing a secret Santa as well. So excited. But if you would like to join our little crafty family, you can by purchasing the starter kit through me. There will be a link in the video here that you can have a look at. And there's always a great time to purchase the starter kit. But come very soon, we are in celebration. So now is the perfect time to purchase the starter kit and be part of a lovely team, as well as be a demonstrator to get all those great discounts through celebration. Okay, so let me show you the project that we're going to be doing today. It is this one here. It is the Tidings of Christmas DSP. And I have a little container that holds a candle. So the candle is like a warm vanilla flavor, a warm caramel flavor or smell, and it is so nice. But this is such a little cute little gift, as well as a few other things that I'm sending them, but I'll keep that a surprise for them. Okay, so let's get over and we'll get started on this one. This treat box could fit so many different little treats inside, so you're not limited to just the candle. Change up the DSP and you've got a completely different looking box. So that was one of the candles. I've also got lime and coconut, I think they are, so just something a little bit different. I'm using the Christmas Tidings DSP. This can be found in the annual catalogue. I really like it because it's got a lot of great Christmas designs in there, as well as non-Christmas, so it's a really great one. We're using the Christmas season bundle. This bundle is fantastic. The dies have both labels and also die cuts to die cut the stamped images out, and the labels are fantastic. Okay, so I have a piece of the Evening Evergreen cardstock here. It measures 11 by 8 1/4. We're going to score on the 11-inch side at 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10 inches. And on the 8 1/4 side, we're going to score at 2.5, 6 inch, and then at the 7-inch mark, we're going to just score on the top, the first box and the third box. So we're just doing 2 of the boxes. It doesn't matter if you do the whole thing, because you're scoring the flaps as well, so it really doesn't matter too much. Now, all the measurements you can find over on my blog, and there is a link to that blog post in the description of this video, so don't worry about writing all those little measurements down. It is written over there for you. So just folding and scoring on all those score lines. We're going to do a little bit of cutting here of our box. So our tab, we're going to take off the top and bottom a little rectangle, and also miter cut that tab that will put the box together. Once we have our tab, we're going to have 4 boxes on the top, 4 boxes on the bottom. The top's going to be that one that we've done that partial score line on the first and third square there. So we're going to cut up on the bottom, which is the base, and also the top. And this is a really basic box. As you can see, it doesn't get much simpler in a box for this one. We have some 4 pieces of DSP that's going to measure 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and also 4 pieces of 2 1/4 by 7/8. And that's how we're popping the box together. Now, if you're doing directional paper, I recommend maybe putting the box together before you put your directional paper in. I always get confused. You might be a little bit smarter than me and have no problem. Because it is a very basic box, you're probably not going to put it upside down in any way, so you probably could put it together without any issues. Now, if you're in need of any of the supplies that we're using on today's project, or for any other stamping that you need, you can purchase them in my online store. Use this month's hostess code, and I've got a couple of specials for you this month. There's only a little bit left of this month. We have a handmade card that you would have seen in the first Thursday of this month. That was our customer appreciation card. I send one of those out to all my customers, as well as I email a bundle tutorial that's new every single month. And for this month, I have a bit of an extra special. So if you purchase between $50 and $100 using that host code, I will offer you a free online card class for December. And if you spend over $100 using that host code, I will send you the card kit as well. So you'll get all the other benefits, the handmade card, the bundle tutorial, as well as the online class and card kit sent out to you as well. So yeah, hopefully you will enjoy that. And it's just something a little bit extra that I wanted to offer you guys this month. Okay, so I'm just using some liquid adhesive to pop our DSP pieces down. Because this isn't directional, you can easily put it down before you pop the box together. It's also, like I said, it's not directional DSP, but it's also a very easy box to put together. So we're using a few different products for our little front of our box. We have, for the inks that we're stamping in, we have Early Espresso, Old Olive, Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, and Cherry Cobbler. So very traditional colours, which I really love at Christmas time. So I've also made a bit of a jig for our ribbon to go through the top of our box, and I'll show you that a little bit later on. I highly recommend, if you're making a few of the same items and you're punching a hole and you want to get it in the similar spot, use the jig, because it's a great idea. So all I've did is I've cut out the same size piece of that that piece that folds back, and I've marked it so it was centered in the middle, those two score lines. I've just placed it over the top and then hole punched through. Alright, so I'm going to add some tear and tape to our little tab on the side. I'm actually, because this tab's actually a little bit bigger than normal, I'm using two pieces, but depending on how much weight you're putting into your box, depends on your adhesive needed as well. And we can just fold the box up and it sits perfectly. There we go. So making sure I've got the back of the box there, I'm going to use liquid adhesive. I use liquid adhesive for all the others. This one I'm using tear and tape. Please yourself. They both work really well and are very strong holding. You probably use a lot less tape than I do. But anyway, it's not going anywhere and it's not falling apart. And because I am sending these all around Australia, it's great to have good quality there. So like I said at the beginning, these are team gifts that I'm sending out to all my Inky stampers who have joined my team. We're having a little get together we'll have a team meeting every single month, but this month we're having a Christmas get together with the Secret Santa, and I have a few little gifts that I'm giving them just for being part of the team, and so we can have a bit of a craft along as we're having our team meeting. So I'm using the Cherry Cobbler and Gold metallic ribbon. This is gorgeous ribbon, works really well with this DSP. I'm just using my stylus here to push that through those holes, and yeah, it's easily taken off to be able to get that candle out, but can be pulled through again without any issues. So this is really pretty ribbon. I really like this for our Christmas catalogue. The gold is gorgeous in there, and you can't go wrong with cherry cobbler at Christmas time. If you haven't yet, please go over to my blog and sign up for my emails. I send out weekly emails letting you know what's going on in the Stampin' Up world, also what classes I have and events. And I always give out a free tutorial every single month as well. So there's tons of info in there that I would love to share with you every single week. Okay, so we've got our box all complete. Let's start with our designing. So I've got 2 pine cones. There's a small and a large. We're going to use both. And also the holly and berries. So like I said before, our inks that we're using are Early Espresso, Old Olive and Garden Green and Cherry Cobbler. I'm using thick white cardstock here. It holds up better, the thick white, and especially when you're adding layers to the back of it, I wanted to make sure that it had that thickness. For the pine cones, I've actually stamped off the solid image twice with the Early Espresso, come back in with full strength Early Espresso for the detailed image. Those berries are in Cherry Cobbler, and then with the holly, I'm stamping in Old Olive, and then the detailed area is Garden Green. It was very dark, so I've come in with the Old Olive, stamped off, and then come back in with the Garden Green. Didn't really like it too much, so I've brought 𝒎𝒏𝒉 in and then using the detailed with Garden Green. I think it looks a lot nicer, so but you can change around your colours with what you have, especially if you've got different DSP. So I'm going to bring in those dies from that set and quickly go and die cut those. I'm going to layer these die cut images together with glue dots. You could use liquid adhesive. I just find it's so much easier with glue dots when you're putting images together. We're also going to pop a little bit of gold Simply Elegant trim behind there as well, because there's gold in that ribbon. It's really nice to pair that all together so it really aligns well. So I'm just adding the glue dots down to our die cut pieces. We're putting the holly down onto the large pine cone, which I've put it on the wrong one. Take it off, we'll put it back on the big one. Then we're going to add a glue dot to the back of the berries. And then I'm going to stick that smaller pine cone just under the berries, so it's sort of all off-centered, which fits really nicely on the box. I'm using the gold because of the gold ribbon and the cherry cobbler, and I'm just going to pop some tear and tape down there. I'm going to create a few loops, and we're going to add some dimensionals to the backing there. Now, one little tip that I want to give you is pop your dimensionals over the ends of your twine. That will make sure that it doesn't come apart and ruin your project, and it just works really well. So we're just adding a few little loops to the back there. Really makes it pop. That gold really does make such a big difference. So we're going to bring in some dimensionals now, and this is such a great project. I hope that you'll give this a go. Use maybe party pattern DSP for a birthday gift. So many different ones that you could use, and I really hope that my teammates love this little gift. It's not a big gift, it's not huge, it's not anything amazing, but it is a thought, and that I think is what is really important. So let me bring in the 2 of them. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's project. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, you could do that as well. All the supplies you can purchase in my online store that are linked in the description of this video. But if you're after any supplies, you can order them through my online store at any time. Use this month's hostess code, and I always send out a handmade card as well as a bundle tutorial as a free gift. Now, also, if you're interested in purchasing the starter kit, there is a link in the description of this video. I would love for you to join my beautiful team, which are the Inky Stampers. We have a really great group, and we get together every single month to get together and craft and have a little bit of fun. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye-bye.